Hi, this is Kayye. We are here at ISE 2017, and here's our first stop of a 4-day tour encompassing all the latest and greatest in the commercial AV market. I'm joined by Darren Zwack, who is the VP of Marketing of Nureva. Good morning, Darren. How are you?
Good morning. Very well. How are you?
Good. Are you ready for this 4-day trek?
We are so ready. Very happy to be here.
Well, this is, last year you guys introduced yourselves to the market, the EMEA market. This year you've established yourself and you've completed distribution and dealer strategy for the most part, and now you're in sort of a next generation product launch, right?
That's right. So it's been a really good year for us. We've seen some good traction, and so we're adding some additional products to the span line, as well as introducing our audio product here for the first time in Europe.
And we're going to kind of get a quick booth tour right now so that you can see what it's like for those of you who can't come to the show. See what it's like here in the Nureva stand. They call them stands here in Europe. We call them booths in the U.S. So we go back and forth between that terminology. And so this is going to be a great opportunity for you to see the latest in the features. And one of the things that you guys have done at this year's show is you're showing not only the mobile version of the span, but you're also showing a 1080 version of the span as well.
That's correct. So we now have two different wall-mounted versions of span. One was the original, which is 720. This one's 1080, slightly smaller footprint, but higher resolution for different types of spaces, as well as different use cases with high-res content.
Yeah, and the fact that you have it in a mobile configuration is going to be very popular, because one of the things you don't have to worry about with the mobile is literally if you push it up against the wall, it is placed in the right place for the throw distance and the throw ratio to create and turn any wall into a span system.
That's right, and what we've really found with customers is they're interested in flexibility. So flexibility in their spaces, creating a collaboration space literally anywhere where you can wheel it up to a wall, turn it on, and actually have an interactive surface to work with is something that is very powerful in terms of flexibility and the opportunities there for creating different kinds of creative work environments.
Well, someone's creating some stuff behind us, and tell us what we're looking at here a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna grab him. How's that? I'm gonna introduce yourself to the people watching. We're going to do a quick booth tour.
Sure. Hi, I'm Rick Kennedy. I'm providing a little bit of insight in terms of how this system works.
And this is the span right behind us here. You can see that there are two projectors making up this wall. And this wall is, how wide is this wall?
So this particular one's 14 feet. So we basically can create and we can adapt to spaces in increments of either 7 or 10 feet in terms of stitching them together. So this one's 14. We could do 20. We can do 21.
Yeah, and all you have to do is add more projectors to it, and you basically get this giant virtual canvas. I'm going to kind of come back around here. Tell us how this works.
So the whole idea is to turn this system into, turn the walls interactive, so that basically people are not constrained by space. They're used to working on walls with sticky notes, with sketches, images, other types of artifacts, and now they're actually doing this in an interactive way, but that enables all kinds of new capabilities. For example, the ability to work between groups in different places. So you no longer have to do this type of work all in one place.
So show us how it works. Do a little demo here and show how easy it is.
So I can easily add artifacts just by simply tapping, and I can add a new note, I can add a sketch, double tap, and then I can create a very simple sketch.
And everything you're doing here, if you're at a far site, you're seeing it exactly the same that you're seeing it here.
All of this content would be live, so if everything that I'm doing would be seen on the other end. Not only that, they can actually contribute with me, so we can actually work together.
So if they do the same thing on their end, you're going to see it in real time on your end.
Exactly right.
Yeah, and you, in the booth here, you actually have a neat sort of demo of that, where you have these far site stations set up here to sort of emulate what it would be like to connect from a mobile device or another device in a different room.
That's exactly right. So these can be anywhere. You can be on an airport, you can be on your tablet, you can be on any device. But in addition, if you have 30 people in this room on this, either working at the wall, they can all be working on their own individual devices as well. So it allows that, kind of free format collaboration regardless of device.
All right, and so this is one of the span demos that you have, and you've got another one over here. Tell me about what we are looking at over here.
Okay, so this is a portable version. So literally, you take this cart, you slide it up to the wall, and you plug it in, turn it on, and you have a span wall, interactive span wall, and you can see that they're actually doing some work on it here.
Yeah, so they're doing, it looks like they're doing a demo or they're talking about it right now, but if we can have the camera pull up a little closer over there, basically that cart is configured such that it's got a span system in there with a projector mount at the top, and all you have to do is push it up against the wall, and if you push it up against the wall, it's got the right throw distance and everything to turn whatever wall you're pushing it up against into a span system, right?
That's right. In addition, you can also stitch these together as well, so you could actually have multiple units, and they will talk to one another, so you can actually have one wide interactive wall there as well.
And is this delivering? I know this is a new product, but is it shipping?
This product is shipping.
And this is using the 1080 projector?
This one, both of the ones you saw here are 1080 projectors.
Okay.
We also have the ultra wide projector, which projects 10 feet of space instead of 7 for each one.
And so the 1080 would be aspect ratio of what? Right. So the 1080 is like a 1920 by 1080 resolution projector,
right. Yeah.
16 by 9, and then the other 16 by 6 aspect ratio, if I remember correctly.
That's right. That's what gives you that panoramic. So it really depends on the type of space you have and how constrained you are by the room size.
Okay. So you got the permanently mounted system, integrated system, I guess, and you have the portable system. But also here at ISE, you're showing your HDL300 audio system, right? Or do I have one thing? Do we have something else to talk about with span?
Well, I mean, basically, this the audio system is a new product. It's independent from span, but in addition, it works very well to create that kind of natural interactive space where groups of people can get together and you no longer have to worry about audio. You can actually walk around, naturally collaborate between locations, and because of the audio pickup, and this system uses a completely new technology, which is what we call microphone mist, and basically it floods the space with over 8,000 microphones, and so that regardless of which direction you're in, you're talking to, there's no need to have a lapel mic, to have it basically, regardless of where you are in the room, it will pick up audio effectively. So it's a very natural experience.
And here in the booth, you actually have a demo where people can wear headphones, because obviously in an ambient environment like this, it's hard to recreate the actual meeting room environment. You can put on these headphones, and basically anywhere you move around the space, you're still able to hear them. Even if they're talking opposite direction from the presenter, you can you're filling the space, as you said, with 8,000 virtual microphones. You can basically hear regardless of where they're standing in the room.
That's right, and in fact we're connected to another location where we have another HDL, so the folks here, by putting on the headphones, can actually experience what it's like for the remote folks to listen to people wandering around the room, and you can hear them regardless of where they are.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if their back is to the microphone or if they're speaking right into the microphone. The idea behind this is that this microphone array, for lack of a better term, allows you to sort of not have to speak up or sort of have to worry about clipping or any of that kind of stuff, because ultimately it's almost like placing microphones all around the room, even though the microphones are all in that one little box mounted across top of the monitor there.
Yeah, based on the experience we've had, when people are actually able to completely forget about whether there's microphones anywhere and they can just naturally collaborate with one another, it's a completely different experience. And so, yeah, it doesn't matter where they are in the room, it doesn't matter if you're on the floor or on the ceiling, it will pick you up regardless, and you don't have to change your tone.
And that's the HDL300, and is that shipping as well?
It is. It will be shipping in April.
April. Okay, so we only have a few months to wait. Anything else on this booth tour? Anything else we need to see, or did we cover everything?
I think that pretty much covers everything.
So I really appreciate you doing this tour today. This is your chance to sort of feel like what it's like to be at an ISE show here in Amsterdam, although we sort of put it in a mini encapsulated version of a video tour. But we're also going to shoot individual videos on each one of these things, each one of the products that you saw here. So you have a chance to understand the HDL300 a little bit better, understand the cart a little bit better, and the span system a little bit better, a little bit more detail. So if you want to check those videos out, just type in Nureva in the video search window, nureva.com. Of course, you can check them out at nureva.com. Thank you very much.